Hello Budgie Nation, do you know laying too many eggs by female can be a problem?
Excessive egg laying is the phenomenon in which a budgie starts laying more eggs than it normally does. And another surprising thing is that they can lay the eggs without mating with a male budgie. This is also referred to as chronic egg laying. Normally, a budgie can lay up to 6 eggs in a clutch within a period of 1 to 2 weeks. And if it crosses that value, then you need to start worrying about the health of your pet. Excessive egg laying is not a rare issue and is treatable 90% of the time. The birds that are highly prone to chronic or excessive egg laying are budgirigars, cockatiels, lovebirds, hens, and some other parakeets. Budgies, however, are sadly the most prone birds to excessive egg laying. You must be thinking what these symptoms must be. That can help you conclude that your budgie is laying more eggs than usual. The easiest is to count the eggs after the clutch period, which is 1 to 2 weeks. And if they are more than 6, then you can start your treatment techniques. But sometimes it is hard to keep track of that, so here are the most common symptoms that can be seen in budgies who are laying excessive eggs. Female budgies can lay eggs in the presence or absence of the conspecific, that is, the male budgie or their mating partner. The reason is that the laying of an egg is not bound to the fertilization process done by the male budgie. Fertilization can happen even after the laying of eggs. Anyway, here are certain factors that initiate excessive egg laying in budgies. Environment. Budgies are very easily distracted by the things and sounds around them, and they start perceiving things as a stimulus to reproduce. And they will find something to grab and masturbate on, and that is why we often see our budgies masturbating on toys and the cage walls when they have urges. So this is where you need to work on. And it is better if you find your budgie a mating partner and remove any possible nesting site in their cage. Malnutrition and improper diet. Sometimes we get so busy in our lives that we forget to take care of our birds. This is not acceptable, because when we're not aware of the diet we are giving our budgies, it can fire back on us. Budgies are very sensitive, and if they are eating only one food every day, it may create certain deficiencies in them which can further upset the reproduction cycles. Imbalanced hormones in the absence of a mate. When you raise a bird in your home and it reaches the age of maturity or puberty, it will start looking for a mating partner. And if they are unable to find one, they will think of you as their mating partner, and this whole situation can stimulate egg production in them. The hormonal imbalance will make your budgies masturbate on toys and cages when they have urges, and sometimes the case is the opposite, where your budgie will not let you even touch their cage. In that case, you need to help your budgie instead of getting upset with them because they are going through a hormonal imbalance. Increase in daylight. Longer periods of exposure to daylight also promote excessive egg laying in birds because nature has made them with a reproductive system that works with the light. In the wild, they reproduce only during the day, and at night they do not lay eggs. But in our home, they are exposed to light during the day as well as the night because we keep our lights usually turned on. So their reproduction cycle is affected. Competition. Most of the time, when you have more than one pair of budgies, a sense of competition is created in them to produce more eggs than the other pair. And that leads to excessive mating and excessive egg production as well. So, if you see that, please separate the pairs and keep them in different cages. It will be hard for your birds, and they will make noises more than usual. But you will have to bear with that because ultimately it is for the better future of your budgies. Excessive egg laying in female budgies results in the sucking of calcium because the process of laying the egg sucks calcium from the body, and your budgie will become calcium deficient. This condition is termed hypocalcemia, which will further cause several nutrition-related problems. Dystocia is also known as egg binding, which is simply defined as obstructive or extremely difficult labor. And you definitely don't want to see your budgie go through that painful experience. This is more often a result of hypocalcemia that is further caused by excessive egg laying. The bones of your budgie will start getting weak, and it won't be able to do the simplest of activities like walking or flying. You will see the changes when your budgies will start to prefer sitting for long periods. This is again a result of calcium and magnesium deficiency in your budgie. Because your bird is utilizing excessive energy in laying the eggs, and in return, the regular food is not sufficient to compensate for that energy and nutrient loss. Seizures are common in budgies when they are laying an extreme number of eggs and sitting on them even when they are not fertilized. And it can get worse and can cause neurotic problems in budgies if not treated on time. Seeing your budgie through this sad episode might be a little overwhelming for you. So, consult an avian vet immediately and they will diagnose the underlying issue by testing your bird. The test involves several steps. First, the doctor will give your budgie an anesthetic to calm the bird and make the examination process easy. Next, they will start checking different body parts including the eyes, beak, feathers, wings, legs, oral cavity, and cloaca. There are high chances that the vet might diagnose the cause of excessive egg laying right after the primary examination, but if the case is complex, he will suggest your bird go through an X-ray exam or a complete body profile via a blood test. X-rays and blood tests are conducted to know the deep internal problems that are not showing on the outside of your budgies. These tests provide information like total blood count, nutrient level in the body of your bird, and any possible infection or disease residing inside. The avian veterinary doctor might suggest certain hormonal injections for your bird to balance out the hormones, and that can help in balancing out the reproduction cycle as well. To compensate for the nutritional deficiencies, the doctor might prescribe some supplements and vitamins to your budgie. And along with that, he will also ask you to do some diet changes. Another thing you can do is to cut off the daylight period your budgie is exposed to. The last thing you need to do is to make sure that there are no nesting sites in the place where you have kept your budgie and that the environment is clean. If your budgie does not have a mating partner, it is easy to stop them from ovulating by just removing the nesting sites.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you learned even more about budgies, and see you in my next video. And by the way, we have a new t-shirt design. Check it out.
Watch next, previous video, or budgie room routine. Visit our official webpage for more information and budgie care.